Hi again. Welcome back to the Unstack video tutorial series. I am Steve. And in the last video, we took you through this hello world example and showed you the very basics of how our section tag works and how you can create a section with some static content here, like this hello world text. In this tutorial, we're going to be going through how to make this actually an editable piece of text that your users can come into your custom component that you've created and edit that with their own text. So we have some interesting additional tags that you can work with. First that I'm going to show you is the plain text tag, which looks like this. And as I mentioned in the last tutorial, every Unstack tag needs to have a data ref. That data ref points to where we store the content of that tag in your page content. So when an editor comes in and creates content using your section, that content actually gets stored somewhere in the data of that page. So here we're going to create a tag. Let's call this content text, for example. And so something is wrong here. So another interesting thing that you'll find with Nomal is that there are required attributes for certain tags. In the case of the plain text, we need to give it a tag name because this will generate text in an HTML tag. And if you don't want to give it a formatted text, you can just put it in a span. In this case, we'll just create it as an H1. I think I'll actually call this content.title. And so now we have a title tag here, and I've just created a piece of text. Now, this is a very basic editable text. As you can see, it's called a plain text tag. I'm going to duplicate this and I'll create a description tag and we'll call this a paragraph. And so now what I've done is I've created this editable title and I don't have any lipsum content queued up, so we could just get a sense of what this paragraph tag is going to look like when somebody creates a bunch of text in it. So this is a very structured approach to creating editable content within a component that you create, and your users of that section component will have very limited option. They'll be able to create a title and body. In this case, I'm actually going to give my title a placeholder. I'll call it enter title, which will distinguish to the user of this section component that they're supposed to enter a title here and then the description here. So these are tools that you can use when you want to create text content that's highly structured, no free form stylistic editing, and you can very specifically define the output in terms of, the HTML tags and as well as classes that you can apply so that you can apply CSS to it. So that's the end of our very first step of creating editable content. And in the next video, we're going to be showing you how to create more user-friendly, free-form, editable, stylistic content. And we'll see you in that next video in just a moment. Thank you.